Hello guys, good morning. I am Santosh Singh and today we are going to see Scoop job assignment. And for creating Scoop job assignment, we are going to follow these steps. First we create a Scoop job, and second we create cell properties, and after that we create cell script, then we run the script, and then we schedule script in UG. So let's see these things one by one, and welcome to my channel. So for Scoop job assignment, we are going to follow these steps. We are going to follow these steps. What those steps? First, we are going to create three Scoop job. Second, we create cell properties. Third, create cell script. Fourth, run the script. And fifth, schedule the cell script using UG. So out of these 5 steps, we are going to start first step. And first step is create three Scoop job. So we are going to create these three jobs: imp, inc, imp for cell. And second job, movie, inc, imp for cell. And third job is user inc, imp for cell. Imp, inc, imp means imply, inc means incremental, because we are going to use incremental append, and imp means import, for means for, and we are going to use shell script. That's why I make a abbreviation of all these things, the sort of imply and incremental, import, for shell, and like this way we write the name of these two jobs. So let's see, and here we are write the step for creating first job, as we know that how we can write a import statement. So here we have write a Scoop job. So for Scoop job 1, so we write Scoop space job double hyphen create space imp inc imp for cell space double hyphen import space double hyphen connect space jdbc colon mysql colon double forward slash localhost slash movies space double hyphen username space root space double hyphen password space my password space double hyphen table space table name. It means we are going to import emp table space double hyphen incremental space append. It means we are going to use incremental append, as we have discussed these things in my previous sessions. Space double hyphen check hyphen column space imp id. It means we are going to apply incremental append on this column. It means on imply id column. Space double hyphen target hyphen dir space the path of target directory space hyphen m space 1. It means we are going to use one mapper. So like this way we can create first Scoop job. And now see the second job. In second job we use the same things, only we change the table name and the job name and the check column value. So like this way we can create the second job, and the second job name is movies inc imp for cell. It means we are going to import movies table using incremental append for cell, and we will use in cell script. So let's see the third job. In third job we are using the same things. We are going to create third Scoop job, and job name is user inc imp for cell. It means we are going to import user table using incremental append, and imp means import, for cell. And in this job we are going to use user table, and for incremental append we put the column name user id. So like this way we can create three Scoop job. And after creating three Scoop job, let's see the next step. Next step is the create cell script. property file. So we are going to create cell property file. So for creating cell property file, what we do? First we write a vi command. It means we are going to open a new file. So for creating cell properties file, we are going to open this property file, and in this property file we are going to write this property. So we write vi space slash home slash yt slash cell slash movies db tables inc imp dot properties. You can write any name here, and when we hit enter, then it will open a file, and in this file we can write this property. And as I write define properties variable here, we write this is the first scope job, this is the second scope job, this is the third scope job, and we assign these scope job into these variables. This is the first job emp inc imp for cell, and we assign this job to this variable, and this is the second job, and we assign this second job name to this variable, and the same way we assign the third job name is third variable. So after writing these things, what we do? We save and exit from this file. So for saving and exit, we need to press escape plus W, we need to press escape plus colon plus W plus Q and then enter. Then we will save this property into this file and we exit from this file. So like this way we can create a cell properties. And now let's see the third step. In third step, we are going to create a cell script. So we write a new cell script here. So for writing new cell script, we write vi space the path of new cell script file. Like this way we write slash home slash yt slash cell slash movies db tables inc imp dot sh. You can put any other name because I put here a significant name that we can understand easily. And when we put enter, then a blank file open, so we can write these things into this cell script. So we can write these things file is equal to the path of properties file because we define all the properties into this file, and these are the code. You can write these things, and after that you can write this scope job execution. This is the scope job first. As we know that for executing a scope job, we should write scope space job space double hyphen exec space the job name. This is the script variable name. And like same way we can execute the second job, and this is the second cell script variable name, and this is the here we are going to execute third scope job, and we write scope space job space double hyphen exec space the variable of cell script. It means the variable of third scope job. So like this way we can create a cell script for execution of job, because in organization we do maximum things using cell script. So we write a cell script like this way, and after writing a cell script we should save these things into this file, and for saving this file we will do the same things. We will press escape plus colon plus W plus Q and then press enter. Then we will save these things in my cell script file and we exit from this file. So like this way we create a cell script. So till now we created 3 scope job. Second, we set the cell properties, and third we create the cell script, and fourth we are going to run the script. And for running the script we should write the sh space the path of script file. So like this way we write sh space the path of script file, and this is the path of our script file, and when we press enter, then we will ask for enter password. So when we press enter, then it will ask password for each import job. Here are 3 scope job in shell script, then it is asking password 3 times respectively after each executions. We can set password in user/lib/scoop/conf/scoop-site.xml file. This path can be changed in your site. So like this way we can set password in scoop-site.xml file, but we need administrative permission for modify this file. So if we want to set the password in this file, then we need administrative permission for modify this file. If we do not want to type password each time, then we can set password in this file. So suppose we want to modify in any of these scope job. Suppose we made any mistake and we want to modify any scope job. It means this job means job first, job second, job third. So if we want to modify any of these job, then we need to delete that job and create a new job with the same name, as we have created these 3 scope job. So if we want to modify any job, then first we need to delete this job and we will create a new job with same name, so that we do not need to do anything in shell script and properties file. So like this way we can run script, and if we want to modify the scope job, then we can delete and create a new job with same name. So fourth step is, as we see, the run script. So these are incremental append job and we need to run it on daily basis. So we put this job in shell script and we can run only one script on daily basis. We do not take pressure to run all job individually. So let's see, for this we need to schedule script. We need to schedule script using Woozy. So this is the 5th step, that if we want to do that our job execute automatically on a particular time, so we need to use a scheduler. So Apache Woozy is a workflow scheduler system who manage Apache Hadoop job. It gives a mechanism to run a job at a given schedule. So here we are going to use Apache Woozy, and but there are so many scheduler. You can use any scheduler and you can schedule your job. So we will see detail about Apache Woozy in my next sessions. So by using Apache Woozy, we can set this script for hourly or daily or monthly or quarterly, any of this time as we need. We are not going to set this script in Apache Woozy because we do not study about Apache Woozy yet. Thanks for watching and please subscribe my channel.